Okie doke, so going to be going and checking in the hive here that we moved the swarm into a couple of weeks back. So one of the main things I can see already is that there's quite a few bees at the front along there doing a bit of fanning, so it's probably a little bit warm. It is a very sunny day today. It's quite hot, so I'm going to take out that bottom tray there, so it's just going to be a mesh bottom there. So to do that, I'm just going to turn the beehive just a little bit there, 90 degrees, pull it out, and then just put it back in. There shouldn't really be any hassle. Otherwise, we're going to go inside, go along the top, see if they've built any of the comb again, which is a bit annoying. Hopefully not, because we put the aluminium foil there. And then just going to have a little quick peek to see how well they're building up the frames. Feels good, as in that there's no stuff built on the top. We'll have a little peek. So yep, it's awesome. They haven't built any more stuff on the top. It's packed with bees, and it seems very, very good. Plenty of bees drawing out wax. They're particularly drawing out wax in between. So I checkerboarded a couple of the frames, so you can see the lighter coloured ones are the newer ones. So I put an old frame here and an old frame here, and they're drawing out a lot into these two gears of priority to sort of join things up a bit. But that's really great. There's loads of bees. They all seem quite happy. That's pretty much where we're going to leave it for now. So I'm just going to pop this one back on. And line it up. And then we're just going to leave them like that. The reason we're not going to really go in any further and bother them is because it's a really sunny day. Whenever you do go into the hive and start lifting frames and that kind of thing, it does sort of set them back a day, in that, you know, they'll like you go in and lift things out and maybe damage things, and, you know, they have to go back and repair the damage and all that. So given it's a really productive day, we just wanted to check that they're not building stuff on top, so that's all good. There's nothing else we need to do, and if you don't need to do anything with the bees, if there's not any particular issues or problems that you have to fix, it's generally better a rule to just leave them alone and let them do their thing. But yeah, I'll just go talk about what's over on the bottom board here in a second. So, some of these hives have mesh bottoms. So basically, what happens is this is just a little bit that slides out the back there, and then on top of here, at the bottom of the hive box, there'd be a mesh. And this is really handy in just being able to have a look in and seeing what's going on. So if I turn this like so, this is pretty much just a map of what's going on in that hive there. So you can see most of the actions happening along in the middle bit, so the middle to the right of the frame. And you can see that a lot of this here is just wax capping, so that's really where brood is coming out. So there's plenty of new brood coming out, there's lots of just bits of wax. We're not seeing, this is also where sometimes we might see like potentially hive beetles or other sort of smaller insects, which, you know, the bees would chase through the frame, the wire mesh, and go down there. And also a potential spot to see sort of potentially parasites and stuff like that. But yeah, like if it was really bad, we might see varroa mites or something like that at the bottom board. But yeah, this is a perfectly fine and normal. But yeah, that's all. We'll just leave that. Okay, doke. So just popped over into the bigger hive a little bit afterwards. So I'm thinking that this probably was the hive that swarmed earlier that we missed, just because there's a lot less bees than there was before. But we'll just take out some here, and then we'll go further down the middle one and see what's going on. And then if there's really not very many, I'm still going to go further down and find the queen and see if there's a new queen or not. There probably is a new queen, just given that there are still bees up here and it's been like 3 weeks or so, but we'll see.